when we thought about, how could we engage on the migration issue, so as I said, it was about research, but it was also about reaching out, opening up LSE to migration, to refugees, and one way of doing that was to organize a video competition, a global video competition, and we teamed up with a So we teamed up with a platform, a creative platform that has, at least one or maybe more LSE alum working to build it. And we formed this competition on videos. We found two fantastic judges, Patrick Kingsley, who is probably the foremost journalist working on migration in this country, possibly even in Europe, and Laura Gregory, who is one of the judges of Cannes Lions. We managed to raise some money to create prizes for the best videos from the Open Society Foundation. And we had contributions from so many parts of the world, and it was a very difficult process. We had a shortlist on our website. We had a lot of reactions. We fed this into the judges, and we found 6 finalists. So we're going to show you very quickly some parts of these videos, and you get a sense of what they're doing. So the instruction was to do a video not more than 5 minutes long on a topic related to migration and refugees. And so it's not working.
We'll make it happen then.
My name is Timur Gregory. I'm a filmmaker. In November of 2015, I traveled to Greece to make a documentary about the migrant crisis. These are some of the people I met.
My name is Mariam Ibrahim Yusuf. I'm from Somalia. I left Somalia because of my tribe being persecuted by the other majority tribes. It impacted because we were the victims. They were burning houses.
This is my neighborhood after being struck by a suicide bombing. Usually, when such a catastrophe happens, you try to remember the place the same way as you used to. You will be looking for anything that defines this place's real worth to your heart. Maybe a childhood memory, a love story, a family visit, but the smell of the ruins mixed with human flesh.
Mi nombre es Luis Enrique Hernández, vengo de El Salvador y pues la neta, pues vamos buscándole la mejoría, ¿no? Salimos de nuestro país, pues, a buscar un futuro mejor donde haya una oportunidad de trabajo, ¿no? Aquí en este camino pues uno se enfrenta con muchas dificultades.
In an ideal world, I believe we have the right to move about the globe.
Money whips around at lightning speed.
We have container ships transporting all kinds of products throughout the world.
The only thing that cannot move freely is people.
People.
That should be the one thing with the most rights to move.
So you saw that the wide variety of contributions from all around the world. And it was a very difficult choice between these 6 finalists. But there was a winner, and the winner is Monsa Davish. And here is his video. Or there.
I'm a self-taught filmmaker and a guitarist. This is my city in Syria, Christmas 2013. I spent most of my days here, The mere idea of waking up one day, away from home, away from the people I cherish the most, and the city that has mixed with my blood, has always sent shivers down my spine. This is my cat, Lily, and this is Lynn, my fiancée at the time. We met only a couple of months before the war started. That's our cat, Lulu. Now, we're not the kind of people who would be supporting violence under any circumstances. Fighting over land, politics, belief, oil, or basically anything is disgraceful to us as humans. If we must fight and cannot agree that we're all the same, then we're not so civilized. Living in one of the most dangerous war zones was never our choice, and adapting was the only way to survive. This is my neighborhood after being struck by a suicide bombing. Usually, when such a catastrophe happens, you try to remember the place the same way as you used to. You will be looking for anything that defines this place's real worth to your heart. Maybe a childhood memory, a love story, a family visit, but the smell of the ruins, mixed with human flesh, will keep dragging you back to reality. After the incident, we went to Athens, where we bought 2 fake Spanish identity cards. You realize how wrong and unfair the world is when 2 fake documents grant you smiles instead of the looks of disgust, respect instead of suspicion and fear, and a comfortable place in an airplane heading to Amsterdam.
Well, I think you can see why we were so fascinated by and moved by this film. If it works now, we will actually have Monster on Skype. So let's see if it works. So Monster is now living, I believe, outside The Hague in a small community. We tried to get him here. He, as was mentioned before, he cannot travel inside Europe, or at least. Monster, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hi. Hello.
Hi. Well, I think everyone here is just so moved and fascinated by your video. You did a journey that very few of us could even imagine. But you know, what were you thinking when you decided to document it? What was it that you wanted to bring across to the rest of the world?
Well, first of all, I'm so honored that you found my work. That you actually liked my work. Actually, I was so moved that my story was good. My camera was the only thing that I had in my backpack when I decided to take this journey. You can't tell if you will make it or not, and that's why it's really easy to decide that I'm gonna document this, because if I didn't make it, at least people would see that what I've would see my route, would see my half of my journey, well, luckily I made it, and I was able to tell the story, and that was the goal. That was the main goal, to tell the story. When someone asked me, like, why did you come here, or why are you a refugee in the Netherlands and not in Turkey or not in Algeria, or why did you leave your home in the first place? And I can simply show them this small clip, and hoping it would spot a light on some part of the problem. So yeah.
Well, I think you certainly succeeded in your ambition. I see that you're wearing a metallic T-shirt. So we have certain shared music. You're now living in Holland, and you described to me, and I want you to tell us a little bit about what happened when you were trying to join us here in London at this celebration of your video. Tell me what was the reaction from the authorities?
Well, when I can only go to London when I have a travel document, because I cannot use my Syrian passport. It has expired. So I went to the municipality here to apply for a travel document for me and Lynn, and my wife. So they told me to get back tomorrow, and they will call me tomorrow. But the next day they sent me a letter, and they said we do not believe that you were here in Holland. You were actually in the UK for the previous months, and we need proof that you were here, and your bank statements and every document you can provide to prove that you're not lying. So it was impossible for me to to get the passport and therefore travel to and attend the event.
Well, I hope very much that we have a chance later in the year to see you here in London. So could you just say, now in Holland, how do you see yours and Lynn's future? Do you want to stay in Holland? What kind of life can you live in Holland? What would bring you back to Syria?
Well, of course, we would like to do everything we like to do. I would like to, for example, play music or make films, and Lynn would like to draw and make art and this kind of things. But we cannot know for sure that Holland in the next few years would continue to welcome us, because as everyone can notice, the laws are changing every day, and I don't think it's impossible or out of sight that one day we will not be welcome in Holland or Europe, or I'm not sure, but unfortunately that's how I see it. That's how I see it's going to
Well, I think we can very much share your concerns about that. Did you get any cats? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Monser, and we're very happy that you will get the first prize of £5,000.
It's a great pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And we hope
thank
that
you so much for helping me to tell my story. It means a lot to me and to Lynn.
Yeah, and as we were saying before when we talked, that you have a chance maybe now to make another video of what happened in Holland and share that with us and help move the debate forward. Thank you very much, Monser, and
thank you so much.
All the best to you, Lynn.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
So I just want to say what the judges said. So an accomplished piece of filmmaking that sits right up there with the very best documentaries. That's from Patrick Kingsley, who actually won Foreign Affairs Journalist of the Year here in the UK. And Laura Gregory said, Monser allowed us to walk in his shoes, see through his eyes, and feel his fear of an isolation. I think that summarizes very well what Monser had achieved. And it all started, you could say, because we had this collaboration with Cheney. And here's a short little video that Phil, who worked for Cheney and who happens to be a Syrian refugee here in London.
They say home is where the heart is. They say home is where love resides and memories are created. But I still remain searching for one. Or at least I think I've been for the last 3 years. You see, I'm a Syrian refugee, taken away from home and sheltered by London. A beautiful big city with life, lights, and madness. I find myself left with pictures of home. Pictures of memories, moments and loved ones, pictures of a better time left behind. And so, I decided to keep taking pictures, to keep creating moments, to find strangers and grow together becoming loved ones, to find experiences which blossom to memories, and to find new friends and grow a family. And I suddenly had an epiphany. My pictures disintegrated from a physical medium into my surroundings, a moment of beauty where it all came together, and what I saw was incredible. Suddenly I saw bits of home everywhere I went. I saw bits of my family, bits of my friends and my loved ones. My old pictures once disintegrated and now a perfect fit. And I found myself with albums, pictures of the new and old, albums that now have become my new life.
Well, I think that tells you a little bit of someone who has living the life of a refugee here in London. It's been a pure pleasure to work with Cheney and with Phil and with Alex here. We also have actually one of the finalists here in the audience. Tim, are you here? Tim Gregory? So on behalf of all the competitors and the finalists, congratulations, Tim, and there will be a prize for you as well. So thank you very much.